What's up, folks? How you doing? Welcome back, Football Digest, episode number 31. I think these things have been so many, but I think I've lost count. We've just concluded game week 24 of the Premier League. 24 if I'm not wrong. And I just want to give a quick roundup of some things I've picked out of that game week. It was a fantastic one. But even before I get there, let me first give a good, big congratulations to Mahia who have qualified for the CAF Confederations group stages. After they won 2-1 on aggregate versus New Star. They were playing in Cameroon, walitoka 0-0. As sort of that win they had at Kasarani, now they are through to the group stages, and that is very interesting and very awesome because it comes along with some serious bags of cash. Like out of qualifying for the group stages, Gor Mahia will now be eligible to get 27 million Kenya shillings from CAF out of qualifying for the group stages. Of course, it comes along with, the traveling expenses and all those visa processing and all that stuff and accommodation and everything. So yeah, the 27 million will surely come in handy. And of course, we hope this season they're gonna do better than they did last season. Last season, they didn't get past the group stages. I think they didn't get past the group stages, so we hope to see some improvement this time around. Of course, they now have more experience. We're playing for this CAF Confederations group stages, so we expect something better from Gor Mahia. So a big, huge congratulations to them for that. That is something really worth talking about. All right. Now back to the Premier League. Of course, game week 24, if I'm not wrong, has just been concluded. Today we had Huddersfield playing versus Manchester City. A game that ilisha 3-0, and I honestly thought Man City would crash these guys. Like I thought, what our bond of serious, because Huddersfield has conceded the most number of goals in the Premier League this season. I think they've also scored the least. So they have been in a crazy place. David Wagner, their coach, left as the head coach last week out of mutual consent. So clearly it's a club in turmoil, and they only conceded 3 goals. And you could see, like, in the second half they did play a much better gameplay compared to the first half. Although they conceded most of the goals in the second half, they had a better second half. And you could see, like, the fans are have come into terms with the fact that they need some serious rebuilding, and something needs to be done for the club. And they were even cheering. Oh my G! They're even cheering the players sometimes when they were stringing in a few good number of passes, because it's honestly hard to string quite a good number of passes versus a team like Manchester City. So yeah, it was a 3-0 loss to Huddersfield. Of course, I honestly strongly feel Huddersfield will not qualify for next season. They will honestly get relegated. Wasipokuwa relegated, nitashtuka sana. So of course, City trying to play catch up, not even trying, they're playing catch up versus Liverpool. Liverpool, a side that won 4-3 versus Crystal Palace on Saturday. It's always a crazy game whenever Crystal Palace is at Anfield, man. I don't know what the hell goes on there. And you could see the first goal that Crystal Palace scored. It was a fantastic goal. Actually, MacArthur getting and being able to get out of Liverpool's big or high pressure, the one they always apply on teams, getting himself off that and releasing a ball so fantastic, which was fed to Zaha. And of course, Zaha made the assist for Andros Townsend. It was a fantastic play by Crystal Palace. They did lose, however. And of course, Mo Salah banged twice. But of course, you could still see there's some serious resilience there in Liverpool side. So this one will honestly go down to the wire. Itakuwa moto kama pasi. So Liverpool, of course, were playing on Saturday. Another team that was playing today worth talking about is Tottenham. They just won 2-1 versus Fulham. Last minute goal by Harry Winks. It was another winner, what do you call it? It was another Harry who won it for Tottenham. Or you could say Harry has won it for Tottenham, but it's not Kane this time round. It was Harry Winks. It was a close game. I honestly feel bad for Fulham. Walikuwa wanakaa manze nikawa watasqueeze in a draw, lakini wapi till the last minute, and that's when they considered the only goal that made them succumb to that loss versus Tottenham. It's honestly bad for them. Fulham have been terrible, for lack of a better word. this guy Claudio Ranieri honestly picked up some crazy bones at Craven Cottage. I don't know if it's going to help them to survive. It's honestly going to be a tall order now, because they were starting to seem like they'll get in that draw there, but they didn't, and it's a tad unfortunate for them. But this comes along with some crazy ramifications for a team like Tottenham, because now out of that game ilikuwa inakaa nikaa Dele Alli ameumia, like he has pulled a hamstring, the kind of thing that keeps a guy out for like 4 to 6 weeks. So if they happen to lose Dele Alli, a team that has already lost Hurricane, Son is gone for the Asian Cup. They have also lost Lucas Moura to some injury. Who else is missing? Musa Dembele has left. Musa Sissoko is out for, I think, for another 4 weeks. It's a team that is slowly but surely getting depleted, and you could not imagine that a team as big and as huge as Tottenham could find itself in this situation where actually them not signing players in the transfer market is costing them. Because, Mauricio Pochettino did not sign anyone, and they were cruising by there without even those signings. Like, no one was thinking like, maybe they need signings, or did not seem like they were suffering out of not making any signings. Not until now, where this fantastic quartet, sparkling quartet, is all of a sudden a one-man show. Like, I don't even know who is the one-man show now anymore, So it's a crazy time for Tottenham, and of course they're gonna be hoping that Dele Alli is not gonna be out for a while, because if it does, then you could start thinking teams like Arsenal getting more psyched up about the top 4 chances. Also a team like Manchester United maybe starting to get psyched up, because Tottenham, a team that is depleted. Chelsea, a team that honestly you cannot say what is going to happen next when they go to train, after what Maurizio Sarri said after the game where they were beaten 2-0. So it's a club that the atmosphere in the training ground is not going to be that smooth, most likely, when they get back. So Manchester United and Arsenal can maybe capitalize on that and try to get their chances for the top 4 even more open and even more realistic now. So it's all systems go here for the 4 teams craving for the 2 positions. It's going to be interesting to see how exactly this one is going to pan out. Speaking of Chelsea, they lost on Saturday 2-0 versus Arsenal. What a game, man. We had to win that one by the way, because if we had lost, we would have been, I think, 6th right now in the Premier League, behind Manchester United, but we didn't. There was no way you're going to lose that. And I was telling the guys who were with at KUTV, there's absolutely no way we are getting beat on Saturday. No chance at all. We played a fantastic game, especially in the first half. Atakani missed for some stupid reasons, but it was a fantastic game, and you could honestly see the players were putting in more shift. They were working harder than Tottenham, than Chelsea players. They were more aggressive. They were more for it. Chelsea were anything but, and maybe that's why Maurizio Sarri was going hard on the players in the post-match conference. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Arsenal can pick up on that. Weirdly, the 2 teams that have performed greatly, or the 2 teams that are trying to get themselves in the top 4, that's Manchester United and Arsenal, shall be meeting on Friday again for the FA Cup. So itakuwa kali. We can settle some scores, before we meet up later in the league, where we're gonna square it out. So it has been a very interesting game week. Lots of goals. There was, of course, the early kickoff that was a cracker. Wolves versus Leicester City. Diogo Jota with a hat-trick. As in, who would have thought Mseka Jota has a bang hat-trick? Even to put him in the FPL team, I would not have thought. I actually have Raul Jimenez as my striker. He only got an assist. Damn it. But it's a crazy game, man. 4-3, what a game that was. Lots of goals, and of course Diogo Jota got his hat-trick. So it's been a goals-laden weekend. I absolutely loved every bit of it. Speaking of goals-laden, the team that wears this jersey, PSG, just cruised to a 9-0 win over the weekend, over Gignac, or whatever they call that team. 9-0 win. Wow. That was huge. It was a goals-laden, of course, weekend, and I don't think there's much more worth talking about, right? So that's what it is. That's what it is. Of course, goal qualified for the CAF Confederations Group Stages match. Those are the kind of news we're gonna be taking over on Monday, and you're gonna be seeing them on your papers and dailies and tablets and whatever you call it. Higuain is still being chased by Chelsea, might just go there. Arsenal are still being said to be after Denis Suarez. That is still yet to happen. So quite a number of deals might have to be sealed over this coming week and the next week, because I think from tomorrow I think we'll be having only 11 days to the closure of the transfer window. So I think this coming week will be paramount if I come back here and maybe digest on some of the things that are going to be happening or some of the news that are making headlines over there. All right, that's what it is. As always, don't forget you can check this out on YouTube. Football Digest _KE is our YouTube channel. You can also like our Facebook group. It's called Football Digest. As simple as that, where we eat, sleep, football, and then repeat all over again. Have a fantastic week. God bless.